Wednesday, baby. We done made it into the week. Now we can just keep this shit rolling. And no time at all. We'll be back into another weekend. Y'all know that shit. Anyway, how's it going? It's going good over here. We got a nice day up. We're back up in the 80s today. That's why I live down here in South Texas. We get little spurts of cool weather. And then it warms back up again. It makes me happy. And anyway, how you like this shirt? Let's get to that first. This is from Sally Sinden up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She sent us this shirt. Actually, she sent two of them. Look at there. An American Horror Story. That's Donnie. That's Donnie, and they have no doubt. Let's not make any mistake. Donnie likes to put that gold laid, coat on everything. He's rich and he's fabulous. Old gold curtains and a gold toilet and a gold this and that and all that other shit. It's just the same way with Donnie's face. All that's just a facade. You look behind that and see what's in his heart, what's in his soul. This is Donnie. This is Donnie. This is what he looks like. He's a disgusting asshole. He's a racist. He's everything we can call him because it's true. That's our president. That's the guy that sits at our house. That disgusting turd of a man every day defiles the house that we built. What's he doing today? Well, he's on the Twitter again because that's what Donnie does. That's how Donnie does government business. He gets on his little Twitter feed and tweets crap out. And today is no different than yesterday or a year ago or 2 years or whatever. Donnie likes to tweet shit. As a matter of fact, today I went to the store. I was wearing the shirt I put on last night for the show that says, Trump, redefining stupid one tweet at a time. I like that shirt. And I had gone to town to go HEB, and I told Mom I got 3 people actually gave me thumbs up just like that, just went just like that to me. And one of them was the guy that was sacking my groceries at the end. He kind of looked at the cashiers like she wouldn't see it. He looked right over at me and went, just like that. And I just gave him a wink and gave him a big smile. Thank you, buddy. I ain't going to call you out. I know where you're at. And a lot of people down in red areas, they like to keep it low-key until you push them, and then they'll come out and let you know. Hell no, I don't like that asshole. He's a stinking liar. Anyway, he's out tweeting this morning. He was supposed to meet with Pelosi and Schumer to discuss this tax bill and everything that's trying to work its way through the Senate Budget Committee. It already passed through the Senate Budget Committee this morning. 12 to 11, right down party lines. So now it will go to the floor. And old Donnie was supposed to have a meeting with, who do you call him? Chuck and Nancy, in parentheses. In quotation, Chuck and Nancy. You know, those liberal snowflake people. That's a little cue to his little dig that he likes to do to show that he's a superior being or some shit like that. Meeting with Chuck and Nancy to keep the government open and working. Problem is, they want illegal immigrants flooding into our country unchecked. Jesus. Are weak on crime and want to substantially increase taxes. I don't see a deal. That's what he tweeted out. Well, he don't see a deal. Well, then kiss off there, Donnie. You think that's some shit you're putting out there? So Nancy wrote back to him and said, stick it in your ass. She said they won't bother coming to your little stupid meeting, Donnie. They don't want to go through a dog and pony show just to give you a little airtime. Kiss off, you dick. Have your meeting by yourself. Go sit in the corner and babble around. Who gives a shit what you do? They'll go back to negotiate with the people that count, the Senate and the House. That's the people that have to be talked to, not your stinking ass, Donnie. You got nothing on this shit. You're barely hanging on, asshole. Shit. Think you're going to, Chuck and Nancy. Hey, Donnie the dick. Asshole. That's what he is, people. That's what I think of him. I think less than that. Less than that of him. He's a disgusting disgrace on this country. It's going to take us years to try to recover from all the crap that he's trying to do to this country. And he's doing a damn good job at it. North Korea fires a missile this morning. Falls into the sea, but it went higher than any of their other missiles. They're kind of letting us know that they have the capability. of going to producing an ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. I don't know if they've perfected the re-entry craft for the warhead to come back into the atmosphere without blowing up, so they're still working on that problem. But we're all waiting to see what Donnie's going to tweet out. You know, he'll tweet out something about Little Rocket Man or some other bullshit, childish crap that he'll come out and tweet. When he was on camera a little while ago, he just said that it's a situation that we'll take care of. We're going to take care of that. Yeah, what you going to do, Donnie? Get on your little Twitter and calling names? That's what you do there. That's Donnie's negotiating there. I'll call him a nasty word. Kiss off, you little dweeb. Everybody's getting about tired of your little charade on your Twitter feed. You're talking to nothing but your little pinion morons out there. The little 25% of the base of the Republican Party that won't give you up for shit because you're their little idol, Donnie. You're not doing anything to bring this country together. Everything but. Asshole. Lee Busby, who's he? Well, he's a retired colonel from the Marine Corps. From Alabama. And old Lee, well, he's been watching this thing between the Republicans and Democrats down there in Alabama, and he's just thinking, well, he needs to jump in the race and could declare himself an independent and give somebody the people of Alabama can vote for. I don't think so, Colonel. We prefer somebody in Alabama with a little bit bigger balls than you've got, sir. And what I mean by that is you sat right there on the camera, and when the question was put to you about the accusers of Roy Moore, you said, oh, I'm not willing to take a stand on any of that. I don't want to get involved in that. What are you saying there, Busby? You're saying that you're not interested if a woman makes a claim of sexual harassment. You don't want to bother with listening to that. Well, that's part of the job, asshole. And if you don't have enough balls to stand up to Roy Moore or to stand up and say what you believe in this situation, how can anybody in Alabama or the rest of this country trust your ass as a senator? We already have senators with no balls. I've got one in my district. He's got no balls. We don't need another one. Get out. Go piss off somewhere, because you, sir, are a registered Republican. So when you come in here and trying to spread your shit, oh, I'm an independent, don't you know they can check their records? No, you're a registered Republican, you asshole. You're trying to take the heat off your buddy or something? Trying to give Alabama somebody to vote for? Well, bullshit. If you can't take a stand on this, we can't trust you for anything else, buddy. So take your little write-in campaign and go write your name in on their ballot there. And maybe you and a couple other morons will vote for you. Stay out of politics if you can't stand up on a plain black and white issues like this. Something that there's no gray area. There's nothing to discuss here. Are you going to stand by a woman that accuses and has over 30 people and incidences that can be corroborated, and you don't want to take a stand? Get the hell out. That's the problem that we have in Congress right now, is we have a government up here that has done nothing but write laws to protect their own ass. We've seen that with the money that they have to put out, $15 million for sexual harassment claims, but we don't get to know who it was. Bullshit. Y'all talk about ethics and all that bullshit. How about our Congress start living by the ethics? How about we do away with the laws that protect our representatives from the crimes that they commit? Why don't we do that to all of them, Republican and Democrat? I don't give a shit. You represent us. You don't represent organizations or companies or lobbyists. Us, out here, the American people, we're the ones that sent your ass there. And I'm tired of it because it's turned into just a boys club that has all the benefits in the world. You know, the rest of us out here have to work 20 years to catch a retirement. Not a congressman. Shit, no. 4 years, $140,000 for the rest of your stinking life. You talk about welfare, baby. How about we cut all the welfare that we give our congressmen and senators? and then we'd have lots of freaking money. But no, we're going to do it in a tax cut to the rich. Hey, you want to stimulate the economy? How about taking that same damn money and starting some jobs on the infrastructure in this company? How about making the new roads, the new bridges, get some jobs going right now? Don't talk about 10 years from now how you're going to improve this with some future magical potion that's immediately going to swell the budget or swell the income of this country because of some magical potion that you put out there. This has been done before. It's a tax cut for the rich, and that's it. Reagan started this shit with the trickle-down economics. It did not work, people. Check your freaking history. It's the same scam. Give to the rich. Oh, it's going to create jobs. Bob's going to get a bigger paycheck. Bob didn't get shit. He got screwed by corporations who just pay their board members and their stockholders a lot more money, and the market keeps going, and they just keep making money hand over fist while the people down there at the bottom busting their ass for a living can't get a freaking raise. I hate that guy who is a Papa John's guy with the pizza shit. The guy that was raising all sorts of hell about minimum wage, and he don't want to have to go up another nickel on his freaking pizza because he can't afford to pay his workers. But he lives in a mansion surrounded by a moat, swimming in his money every day, and suckers you in for another pizza. Oh no, he wouldn't give up his part of that pizza profit not to pay for his workers. Are you shitting me? That's his money. You go start a company and make pizza. He's an asshole. I buy Papa John's and it's just like eating shit. Anyway, what else is going on? Tony Gillespie, who the hell is that? Well, he's a campaign organizer down in DeKalb County, Alabama. He's putting on an event for Roy Moore. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the squawk was about, but if you go check out the story with this guy, he got physical with a cameraman. He didn't like what the cameraman and the reporter were asking, so he reached out and he grabbed the lens and he shook it, and it was all caught on tape. I just think it's a funny story because it was a Fox News cameraman. What's the matter, bub? If you can't handle it from your own side, your own supporters ask you a question and you get pissed off? Oh, Lord have mercy. What was all of that about there, Tony? You got all pissed off about something they must have asked you about. Hell, it's Fox News. What could it have been? War on Christmas? Anyway. Sally Sinden, man, I really appreciate it. They shipped me 2 shirts. I'm going to wear the other one tomorrow. And I love getting stuff in the mail. Who wouldn't? And when people send me shirts. Janet Barber, I put the quilt on our bed last night from Portland, Oregon. She sent us that quilt yesterday. It's just a knockout. Baby, that thing's pretty, and it reflects our thoughts. Puppy dog. What else did I get in the mail? Well, looky here. I got a letter. Who'd you get a letter from, John? Well, shit. Take a look at that heading right there. What does that say? It says the United States Senate. I got a letter from a senator? Well, you shitting ass right, I did. From Ted Cruz. Now, I wrote Ted Cruz. And it wasn't a nice letter. It was well put, I think. You know, I didn't cuss in it like I really liked to. No, I kept it professional and told him what I thought. He wrote back to me. No, he didn't. It's a form letter. It's a form letter with his signature stamped on there. That looks some scribbly shit like he's supposed to be important or some shit. Hey, Ted, we're going to get your ass out with Beto O'Rourke, buddy. Anyway, it's a whole long letter saying thank you for sharing your thoughts with me and blah, blah, blah. In 2016, the American people unambiguously called for a change in direction of our country. No, they were conned into it by a stupid lying asshole. And you were against him. You stood up against him, Ted. What happened? Oh, that's right. You rolled over to get your tummy rubbed, didn't you? Well, bless your little pea-picking heart. Get the hell out of my state. We're going to run you out, buddy. We don't want your little ignorant ass up there. We don't want somebody who's going to get up there and read a book and doesn't know the moral of the book before he reads it, you idiot. Anyway, he told me all about government accountability, rein in judicial activism, you know. That's what worries me. the whole time this idiot is in our house. He's out there putting in judges and shit across his federal judges that'll be there for life. Some of them the American Bar Association say are unqualified. One guy, he ain't even never tried a case in his life. He barely got through law school, but hell, he's a good yacker for the goddamn right, so they want him as a federal judge. Because if any corporation problems come up, well, he can handle them from them old boys. And piss on everybody else, because that's who they're putting in our house all across this country. The whole system he's trying to ruin, the whole cotton picking things that we've fought for my whole life are going to get down to tubes because we have a stinking liar in our house that wants nothing but the money he can grab before we find out who he is. He's this. That's the man we have in our house. He's a disgusting piece of shit racist. Ooh, Pocahontas. Wasn't that just wonderful? Don't you just love having another series of the news come on with ignorant shit? No, we're not talking about the tax thing that's in there. We're talking about him making a fool of himself in front of Native Americans. He's an asshole. He is socially inept. He doesn't read. He doesn't know American history. He doesn't know squat except how to sell his name, which means shit. Trump means crap. I push it all the time. The names that they're trying to take off these buildings now because it's hurting their business, because it means shit. It means you're going to get cheated. It means they'll do everything in their power to cheat you out of every dime you have. That's what Trump means. He's a disgusting asshole, and we need him out of his house. Anyway, I got a letter from Ted Cruz. I'm going to write him back saying thank you for the letter, and then go in and tell him what I think of him, because that ain't much. Get his ass out just like Donnie the Dick. Anyway, what else I got? Nothing. Fox News. What about Fox News? Well, it was just a little story down there that looks like the president's trying to push Fox News as state TV. It's the only place you can get the real news. It's the same line Kim Jong-un speaks over there in North Korea. It's only one station, and you hear what Donnie the Dick will tell you, comrade. Because that's what Bullshit Mountain is. It's just a propaganda machine for the far-right Russian hacks that have penetrated our country, and they did it waving the flag holding the Bible. Fox News, we're friends. Kiss off, you freaking propaganda mouth son of bitches. Anyway, that's all I got today, people. Hell, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's hump day. We'll be right through this thing. I promise you, there's a weekend coming, and you can just smell that beer and that bud. Anyway, Sally Sinnen, thank you very much. She also does a big job on sharing my videos every day. Her, Carrie Kipling. There's a lot of people that work hard. Kathy Larkin. That I had a great talk with Joanne Rago this morning, and that was fun. I enjoy having conversations. I love to see the conversations down there in the comments, because that's what we're working for, people. A big family. We all know what direction we want to go in, and we treat each other like family, and that's what's important. So talk to somebody in the comments. Reach out when you have a comment or when you have a feeling that you want to share with somebody, because we really love that stuff. And let's grow this family more and more. On that note, like, share, and subscribe. John Brunavo of Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brunavo on Facebook. John Brunavo Speaks. Run by there and give Don a like on his fan page. I really appreciate it. On Twitter, at Blue Dot in Texas. And out my truck window or anywhere else I go. You'll see it on the front of my shirt. You'll know who I am. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.